I've been reading a couple of weeks ago. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. My name is Yvonne Mchaka, and I'm your host today right here on Zimbabwe Daily. This is the program behind the mic where we take a look at issues that are happening in society and bring them to your attention. So we have been reading a couple of weeks ago. We have been seeing a lot of activity happening in Harare West. So we thought to bring together the people who have been drivers of such developments close to us so that we get to understand what is going on with them. Right, so in the studio, I have the coordinator of Jokude. Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Yvonne, for hosting us today.
Excellent. You may want to introduce yourself to our viewers.
It's okay. My name is Lisa Maua, and I'm the coordinator for Jokude. Jokude meaning Joint Community Development Organization in Harare West.
Right. And when people hear Jokude,
Yes.
what is that?
Okay, Jokude is a joint community development organization that is registered as a trust, and it was formed in 2018 with the aim of bridging the gap that is between the council, the parliament, and all service providers and the residents. By that, what do we mean? We've seen that the service providers, the council, and the parliament, they have there are moments where they just give excuses to why they are not performing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 duties that they expect that is expected of them. And Jokude is coming in to bridge that gap or to complement what they do.
Right. I think I need to understand a little bit more when you say Jokude is there to complement. To complement what?
Okay, to complement their work. For instance, let's say we have a problem of a sewer best pump in Harare West. What do we do as Jokude? We have many stakeholders within the community, the engineers, the academias. We have a whole lot of stakeholders that are useful within the community. So what do? We ask then the engineers, how then do we fix this pipe? And we do it as to complement the work of the council.
Is that not illegal where you get some engineer somewhere to touch the council systems?
We have to contact the council first and see if they're able to do it. If they're not able to do it in time, and then we have to use the resources that we have at the moment. Because we can't let people's lives or health be affected by something that can be actually solved by the people who are around.
Right. You mentioned that Jokude is there to complement the efforts of service providers and residents within Harare West as a constituency.
Yes.
Now, what efforts are you making in order to bring the stakeholders, the service providers, the political leadership, the religious leadership, basically the leadership of the community together? Because we've seen in so many societies that community development work is halting because of political differences, religious differences, policy confusion, and stuff like that. So, how is Jokude doing it in Harare West?
Okay. What we are doing as Jokude, because we realize that because of the issues that you've mentioned, that there are always conflicts when leaders try to come together because they usually don't believe in the same thing. So what do? We sit down with the churches and see what is the role of the church in community development. We hear from them where they're coming from and where they want to go.
Right.
And then we sit down with the politicians. Where are you really planning to take this constituency in the terms of development, maybe in the next 5 years of your term of office? We hear their points. We also go back to the residents as well, because we see that the residents, they are the main players in the community development because they are the ones who are affected directly by the problems that they face.
Right.
So what we then do is to combine all the ideas together and come up with something that is tangible that can help the society,
Right.
or
And
the community to be a better place.
I've seen flyers.
Yes.
from Jokude. I think the first one was for recruitment of security guards. I also saw another one for, is it fitness or something?
Yes.
Tell us about those initiatives.
Okay, what we did with the one of recruiting security guards, there's a company, a security company
Mhm.
that is in the constituency that have been seeing the work that we've been doing, and they felt that we are doing something that is great in the society. And we have always said that before you employ someone from somewhere, try at least first to consider someone is in your constituency, someone is not employed, who is next to you.
Right.
Because we can't be importing some people from faraway places when we have people around us who need our help. So they gave us the opportunity to recruit people for them.
Right.
And we did that. And after we have done that, we went for handover takeover in the induction. So right now, I think they're still waiting for the results to know who passed and who didn't, because what they were asking for now was you have to bring your qualifications along with you so that you
Right.
don't just become a general guard. Maybe you deserve a better rank than just being a general guard. Yes.
Right. Why is that important? Why is it important that the local companies invest in the local residents?
We are a community development organization and we want to develop our community. The main reason why we are doing these programs is because we want to alleviate drug abusing amongst the youths in our community. So we want them to be occupied. Once they get occupied, they get something that they can invest their time on rather than investing their time on abusing drugs.
Right. And the fitness program, tell us about that one.
Okay, the fitness program was targeting almost everyone in the society, either youth, maybe everyone, getting everyone in the society. So the fitness program was there to promote a healthy lifestyle amongst the adults as well as amongst the youth.
Is it still there? You're saying was there?
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is still there.
Okay.
It is still there. But because of COVID-19 regulations, new regulations that were passed on Monday, we had to stop gathering people around for the trainings. We are now doing it virtually.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
What exactly was going to be taking place? I think I'm fascinated in that people come, they gathered, they have specific times,
Yes.
who can come, how many had signed up for that?
Okay.
What are you looking at achieving?
For fitness, for sports and fitness training, we really had a huge turnout.
Right.
I think maybe around 3,000 people were interested in that program.
Mhm.
So our first activity, we were at Renewal Church in Marlborough, and we really had a huge turnout of people. Because of COVID-19 regulations, then we only managed to train the first group of 50, and we did not manage to train more because of the new regulations that were banning all gatherings. So basically, what we wanted to do was to achieve a place, or maybe to achieve, or maybe to be able to put the community together. Because when people are joined, it's easier for them to come up with great ideas and everything. So we were targeting everyone in the community, whether you're a youth, whether you're a woman, whether you are you're disabled or you're what, because we have fitness trainings that are targeting everyone and that are suitable for everyone, because we've seen that there are some people who are sick, who have chronic diseases, maybe that doesn't allow them to do maybe leg stretches or what. But we have specific exercises for every specific person.
All right. You mentioned that the first program you were doing at Renewal Church.
Yes.
Do you have facilities in Harare West, for example, community facilities that could be used for such activities, recreational spaces in Harare West?
We're still planning to have one, but for now we've been just looking for churches that can provide us with venues where people could train. Because you see that the first event that we hosted, it was the launch of the program, and after that we were planning to have more trainers so that each and every suburb can have its trainer, and people will not have to travel from Tenor to Marlborough. They will just have to train in Tenor, and those in Marlborough they'll just train in Marlborough.
Are there recreational facilities in those spaces?
Currently, we don't have any.
In Harare West?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So are you by any chance, writing to council for such?
Yes.
Is it part of, the development plan of
Yes,
Harare West?
it is part of the development plan of Harare West. We are planning to maybe get a lease from one of the council places that are not being used, so that we can get a place which can be a drop-in space for children, drop-in space for youth.
Okay, so council does have facilities,
Yes.
but they are not being used.
They're not being used.
Why not?
That I wouldn't know.
Okay.
But what I just know is that we are planning on getting a lease from one of those places so that we can use it for recreational purposes.
Excellent. So what other things should Harare Westerners be expecting from Jokude?
Okay, I think maybe I can just start by mentioning the programs that we have done before and where we are going and our plan for the future. Okay, so we have been targeting women in the past months, women empowerment, and we have done the Ngoda Bakery program where because Harare West is 2 wards, that is Ward 16 and Ward 41.
Right.
So we bought a Ngoda oven for Ward 41 and a Ngoda oven for Ward 16,
Okay.
which was targeting 3,000 women, and we also had a huge turnout of women who were interested in that program. So they've been taught how to bake bread, buns, and everything. So you see that up to this date, they are still doing that and they're selling it in their neighborhoods, which is something that is really important to the women. And we have also had a horticulture program which we partnered with Profits and with Profits. So they've been given chicks to start poultry projects, and they've been given seedlings. So you see that now they're selling their seedlings now, and they're also selling their chickens. And I think last Saturday, the profits personnel came in with other seedlings, because the ones that they had used before, I think they've reached the maturity stage, so they now need new seedlings. So you see that's a project that is still going on, and it has been really benefiting the women. And we also had another project with the girls specifically, which we started a netball team for girls, where we had to buy jerseys and balls for them so that they get somewhere to spend their time at, as well as to focus on something
Right.
that is productive.
Yeah, rather than
Yes,
drugs.
yes.
And do you have those problems? Sorry to cut in.
It's okay.
Do you have problems of drug abuse in your constituency?
Yes, I think drug abuse has now been very rampant in almost every part of Zimbabwe.
Right.
And Harare West has not been excluded on that. So the other challenge that we're facing is that even primary school students are also now engaging into drugs. But what they're doing now is that they're smoking sherbet, that
Right,
they call
yeah.
sherbet. So it's something that is very saddening, and we feel that there is need for us to sensitize the parents, as well as every guardian who is in the community, to say, no, this is what is happening, and what are we doing as a community to protect the children from these things.
Right. Yeah, you can go ahead with the programs.
It's okay. And currently we have a youth enrichment program that we started, I think, 2 weeks ago. So this youth enrichment program has quite a number of programs in it. It's a program with other programs in it.
Okay.
Yes. So we have the free driving lessons that is targeting youths, and also women,
Okay.
and also men.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But young men, young women.
Actually, the initial plan was to target youths.
Okay.
But we realized that almost everyone, even the old aged, they're interested
Yeah.
in driving.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So for the driving lessons, what we've been doing, we are offering them free driving lessons. Free oral lessons, I mean to say.
Okay.
Yes, we are giving them free oral lessons, And after they feel that they've grasped all the concepts well, they will then have to go and run their provisional test. And to those who have passed, we are offering free difficult driving lessons.
Okay.
You're going to specifically maybe focus on
Hill start.
parallel parking, reverse parking,
Okay.
and one test drive.
I see. Okay.
Yes, because you see that these are the most difficult ones. So those are the only ones that that will be offering for free.
I see. Okay.
Yes. So basically, that is it about driving. And then we have entrepreneurship training. We'll be teaching our youth about business, every form of business, whether you want to start a small musika or you want to sell your tomatoes, whatever that you want to do, so long as business. We want them to be equipped enough to know, how do I run my business? If I encounter a loss, what do I do? Yes, we want them to know, how do you really run a business? And then we have mobile phone and computer repair short courses like LCD, touchscreen, and screen guard fitting. We have realized that most people, maybe they have to travel to town or maybe go to Westgate, somewhere where there's a shopping center, for them to get their screen guards fitted on their phones. But we're saying those are some of the basics that everyone should just know. So so we want to teach our youths through the local stakeholders that we have, because as you know, Harare West is an affluent suburb, even though we have 6 to 7 compounds, but it's mostly affluent. And we want our youths to be equipped enough by tapping into the expertise of those that we have in the community.
And what has been the response of the experts or the experts that you have in your constituents in terms of giving back and training these young people?
Surprisingly, because they're busy people, we didn't expect such a huge turnout, but people are really coming in. They're buying the idea. They're saying, no, this is really a good initiative, and we just can't sit down and watch you guys looking for people from somewhere when we're there. So they're really willing to give in, or maybe to share their knowledge with us. They are really willing, because you see that the moment we send out the flyer with these youth enrichment programs, they've been contacting us. I am a lawyer by profession. I can help on this part. I have a construction company. I can help on this part.
Right.
I am an engineer. I can help on this part. I'm an entrepreneur. I can help on this part. I'm a public speaker by profession. I can help on this part. So you see, it has been really quite an easy drive for us, because we really have people coming in to help us.
The community is taking ownership.
Yes.
We are talking to Lisa from Jokude, which is a community development initiative trust started in Harare West, so that the community begins to participate in projects and activities within their constituencies. So it's quite exciting and it's quite encouraging to note that even your busy people, the experts are coming through to support these initiatives. So what should people look forward to in the coming future from Jokude?
Okay, we are planning on having a recreational space for the youths, and considering that right now everything has been affected by COVID,
Right.
we have been experiencing a lot of school dropouts, because maybe people can't afford e-learning, and we are planning on doing something for the youths, for the children, for the parents.
Do we have a library in Harare West?
Currently, we don't, but we are planning on that.
Okay.
Yes, we are planning on that. And also, we still have other programs that are in the pipeline, which is talent identification, scholarships identification and free consultancy, digital marketing, graphic design and printing, fashion and design, company registration consultancy, hairdressing, manicure and pedicure, career guidance, brick molding, bricklaying, glazing, molding, and carpentry courses. So these are the programs that we have in the pipeline that you're going to be unveiling very soon.
Right.
Yes.
And we have obviously members of your constituency who have never heard of Jokude,
Yes.
by virtue of probably not being on on social media a lot, or just not being in your database?
Yes.
Now, if the young people of your constituents want to take part or want to be part of that talent identification process and stuff,
Yes.
where do they go to?
Okay, they can contact me on +263 788 306 802. +263 788 306 802.
Right. And that's Lisa.
Yes.
And you're on social media?
Yes, we are on social media as Jokude on Facebook, and it's Jokude 2018 on Twitter.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else that we may have missed in our conversation?
And I think we have exhausted everything.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Lisa, for
Thank you.
joining me today to talk about the work that you're doing in Harare West.
And thank you, Yvonne, for hosting us. It was a pleasure.
Excellent. We wish you all the best in your work, and hopefully many more constituencies will begin to copy your model.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Zimbabwe, for joining us on Zimbabwe Daily and the Jokude Facebook page, where we are bringing you highlights of what Jokude is doing in its constituency. Join us again as we explore more of these programs on Zimbabwe Daily. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day.